Welcome back to the DDO tour guide. Today we'll be heading into the level 6 quest, the Bounty Hunter in House Denise. This one can be tricky without a rogue, but we'll show all of the trap box locations so you'll be fully prepared. Including the optional ones, we've got 4 treasure chests and 2 collectibles that we'll grab along the way. Now the quest giver and quest entrance for the Bounty Hunter is inside the Anvil Fire Inn, which is in House Denise. You can see it's here on the northern section, close to the teleporter. Note that there are 2 different inns in House Denise. This is where the depth chain is, but we are going to be heading into Anvil Fire Inn. And our quest giver over here is Kirstana of Fairhaven. Excuse me, hero, but do you have a moment to spare for a weary traveler? Sure, what is it? I am a bounty hunter from the kingdom of Onder. I hadn't expected to be here as long as I have, but my journey has hit a slight, shall we say, snag. I have tracked my target for many months until I reached this city. Then his tracks went cold. We were at a loss. Fortunately, we received some help from a chapter of my house, and have been able to determine the bounty's location. So why are you still here? He sought refuge with what I could only describe as a guild of thieves, and being as there are only 3 of us, we dare not get too close to their lair. I believe they know my face and would kill me on sight, an occupational hazard, I guess, and what would I be looking for? Your target will be an assassin named Drog Blackhand. Once you've taken care of him, come back to me. I'll need proof that you've carried out this task, so I'm going to have to ask you to bring me a ring in his possession. The only way he'd part with it is over his dead body. A ring? Sure. I await your return, hero. And we head into Bounty Hunter on Elite. So the main difficulties in this quest are going to be the traps and all of the stealthy archer type mobs. Fortunately, we will be able to handle both of those with relative ease.
This cavern is very cool. Earthy smells of dirt and fungus fill the air.
Now, we ran ahead in hopes that our archer mobs would follow us and group up so we could AoE them. We had some success with that.
The cave opens up to reveal a shallow pool.
So, as happens sometimes, this is one of the traps that your rogue has to get past on their own before they can undo it for those who follow. Fortunately, we were able to jump over it with relative ease. Now we're going to head into the first optional side area, which is just going to be up this north passage.
This room appears to be a storage area for iron rations and other mundane supplies.
So we have a locked door, yet another good reason to bring a rogue. And our first chest.
Someone went to great lengths to hide this locked door. Were they trying to protect something within, or those without?
So yet another locked door.
Standards adorn this section of the cave. You also catch the faint stench of trolls nearby.
Take out the troll chieftain and grab chest number 2. We'll head back to that main room and go to our next optional side area. So this time it's not to the side, but rather above. You'll see that our spot keeps yelling at us. It's because we're walking under things. The traps are actually up here. For this next one, the trap is at the top of the ladder, but the box is at the bottom. As before, there are stealth range mobs. We're just going to be annoying for us to take care of, as most of our damage is point-blank AoEs. This will also affect us in this next room, where we are going to be surrounded by archers on high ground. However, the orange named in here is not. She is on the low ground, and as such, she is pretty vulnerable. So this is chest number 3. But it's not actually a chest, it's just the jeweled key that will get us a chest later. We have a collectible down here. And we're going to swim through the weeds here.
You emerge in a grotto behind the waterfall, surrounded by fountains and statues.
You see that we didn't actually find anything on our search. But as soon as we open the chest, lightning trap. Strong lightning trap. So, be prepared with temporary health or some other way of surviving that. Elemental absorb, lightning resist, anything will work. And that does it for that side area. We will now proceed to the main part of the quest.
The opening on the
each
other
of these
side
platforms
awaits you
has a trap
mockingly,
on it.
but you must cross a series of platforms suspended over a narrow waterway to reach it.
So the trap boxes are on these lower platforms. Unfortunate. Our next 2 boxes are going to be on the left. As you can see, these platforms are now safe because we already disarmed things. Supposed to be another one here, ready to go. Fair enough. We will find out which trap is still enabled, with our spot, not with our face. There we go. The last one is on high ground. That's all the traps to get across
Campfires
the
and
water.
torches give way to the natural lighting of crystals and mushrooms, both plentiful in this area.
This time we have to pull 2 levers to proceed. As usual with this sort of T-junction, we have to go to both sides and then forward. Another orange named. This pet wolf. And of course we have an optional. So, have you come here to take up where Blarick left off? Are you going to claim all of his possessions, including me? So, do we want to continue this woman's slavery? No, you are free to go. This is not only the correct option morally, but it is the correct option, well, gameplay-wise, because you get rewarded with XP for it. If you truly intend to set me free, and you haven't already done so, you can find the key to the treasure room with Roz Clowry. She usually keeps the area above the main room, so if you weren't aware when you'd walked in and you hadn't seen the ramp path, they have an NPC here who will tell you there's a way to get to the high ground there. But now we'll get yet another chest. But again, this is purely a key chest. So far we're at 5 chests, 2 of which have had only keys, and 3 of which have had loot. Now we can safely run across the top. Or, if your group did not disarm the traps, then you can actually drop down and swim the whole way back to take the ladder, which is a little bit slower, but much safer if you still have traps active. So we have our boss. Take out his pets first, and then him. This room is where you need the jeweled key that you got up top.
The treasure vault is sparse and contains few items of worth. However, the chest might hold something of value.
So it's just a standard chest, so it is the 4th loot chest. And of course breakables if you're going for your bonus XP. This chest is the quest finishing chest because it has his signet ring. And that completes the bounty hunter. Let us go back and talk to our quest giver. The ring! You got the ring. I don't want to know how you did it, but thank you. I can finally return home now. I've been gone for too long, and it will be a long journey. I'm resourceful, what can I say? Have a safe journey. Hopefully, I will be able to repay the favor sometime. Maybe if you're ever in Fairhaven. And it's just a standard reward, so we'll grab this dagger. And that will do it for the bounty hunter. I hope you enjoyed the tour, and I will see you next time.